All right, good morning, ladies. Just finishing up my exercise. So not sure if I want to spend money today or make money. I need my hair done because tomorrow I'm on a podcast. I think what I'm going to try to do is just go make some money first. I'm going to donate, I think, and then I will have money to get my hair done tonight. So I think that's what I want to do. Then it's not hurting me at all financially. So let me talk for a minute about Kevin Leandro. So here's this guy, right? He comes after me with my husband, and he accuses me of a posh lifestyle when I get over here to Colorado. I had my nails done. I found a cute little nail place, salon, for $15, right? So that was to take care of me, right? That was something I was doing. I was also going to the gym to make sure that my health was being taken care of. The gym, especially after I had a scare with breast cancer. Luckily, they were lumps, couple lumps that went away. Everything's fine. I had my second mammogram since. Everything is good. So, yeah, so, I wanted to be like, you know what, you need to make sure you're really healthy. Very cheap. I think it was like $20 a month or something to take care of myself. And so here he is accusing me of living a posh lifestyle. You watch his video on my post and you see the guy goes out and buy guns all the time. All right, he's got plenty of motorcycles, guns, vehicles, everything. Big house. Did you really need a gun, Kevin? Did you really need one? No. So he talks about his weakness. Okay, and there's nothing wrong in of itself with having a lot of stuff, right? But he allows his ATM card to overdraft, right? And he says that this is his weak point and his ATM card doesn't like it. Well, the thing, a lot of people use the ATM card and they're like, look, if something happens, I'd rather pay, like $35 instead of like a $50 late fee. It's not necessarily bad, but the guy claims to be fiscally responsible for a whole town in Guilford, a whole entire town, Laconia area in New Hampshire. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That is not responsible at all. It's not that you can't buy a gun, it's that you went and brought it when you didn't have the money. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Look at the what's the saying? Look at the kettle. Look at the pot. No, look at the kettle calling the pot black, right? Look at the what's good for the goose is good for the gander kind of thing. So, I mean, this is the type of guy trying to lead a whole town when he can't even have his own personal finances in order. And I think about scripture that says if a man cannot keep his own home orderly, then he is not qualified to lead others. And I think that is the case here. So guys, make sure that your house is in order. And it's not how much you make, it's how much you spend. Honestly, it is. So right now, this week, I only have one day of work, right? And I have money put aside if I need something or want something. Luckily, again, my accounts came through and I have money again. But I don't go spend money on an ATM card like that, right? Just because I've got nothing to do and I just want to blow money. Or I just want, just spending money. Like if I spend, it's with intention. It's not like I have a bunch of money to just go blow. So, so anyways, with that in mind, ladies, make sure you're investing not only in yourself, but investing your money, investing stuff. So I hate to do this, but I have to look for another job because I don't have enough hours, and that's a whole nother story I'm going to talk about. But, when you have had jobs tell you, yes, we have this much hours, like the last fast food place I was at, and then they're like, oh, we have to send you home because it's slow. Oh, it's slow again. That's not on you. That's on the business. And it's very frustrating when you don't have, your basic budget where you can be like, okay, this is how much I'm bringing in. This is how much I spend. This is how much is savings. This is the bills. Anyone can do a budget, right? It's pretty easy when you have money. When you don't have money, as I did when we had our 5 sons and I was taking care of them and my husband was the provider, there wasn't a lot of money coming in. So people were like, "How in the world do you do it, Melissa?" You know, and it was my hands. It was back in the day. I cooked all the time. I cleaned all the time. I was organized. I was very particular about keeping on everything because we were in a trailer. Now, money's different for me, right? Because I have just me to take care of. But even then, it's very frustrating when you have jobs that don't bring in the money. And there's someone over here who's like, "Look, we want to fight homelessness, so we're going to bring in, more jobs, more work." And um, that's part of starting a business, right? Because you are helping the community to have jobs. So one of my homework assignments, and I love this, is to work on my marketing survey. So I will probably have to make copies of my survey and hand them out to my networking groups. But ask questions. Ask questions. What do you like about the cleaning business? What has been your experience with hiring, a cleaning company? What did you love? What did you hate? And I went to a marketing workshop last week and I loved, love, love, love the way they put this. That communication, conversations lead to conversions. And it's true. You have to ask the right questions to a certain group of people. So I always feel like communication is very important. So to be able to say, how organized is your refrigerator? Do you have it organized enough to meal plan? How much more can I save you if I was to come in and organize your refrigerator, clean your refrigerator, and show you how to do this? So my business is not just cleaning now, it's also consulting, and it's putting systems into place. And this is why I watch Gabe Bolt a lot, because he's got the business head for this kind of thing. Also, what was I going to say about him? Oh yeah, and then we've been talking about branding. So your brand is who you are, who people know you as, and your message. So I think of like Gabe Bolt has do less, right? That's his message. And you have other leaders who have, their message, whether it's Nike or whatever. So now I have to come up with a message for me, and I'm thinking about what I want to do. So, I love entrepreneurship. I wish I had the money to support me more, to do more with it. But right now, this is where I'm at, and I can't afford, a lot of marketing right now. But I will be looking into resources to help me. Also, my son, who I talk to, is doing awesome. He's like, "Let Dad know I miss him." So I'm like, I will let him know that you miss him. And so, I have a son missing his dad very much. And so he's turned his life around. He's doing great. The thing is, when I was looking at the help, what I'm doing now, because I look for resources for women, is how to help other people too. So looking at different models and saying, okay, what does this state do? Or what does that state do? Or how do they deal with like homelessness? Or how do they deal with this? So look at the different models too for my social impact. That's what I'm doing to help people more. What are other people already doing? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you can find the gaps. And I do the same thing with the cleaning business. It's like, okay, I already know a lot of people don't like that there's a lack of consistency. There's gaps. There's a lack of thoroughness. There's, scheduling can be a problem where there's not enough flexibility. And use what you got and just be like, okay, this is what we have and this is what I can work with. So you don't need to know everything all at once when you start a business. It's just do it, So like, I think it's like 50%. People hear something and it's novelty. Then it's like they retain 10% of it. And then you write it down. And then you do it and it's like 50% of that will now be retained. So make sure you're not just, a hearer, but a doer. Scripture talks about that too in our life. Don't just hear, love one another, but do it. So, so that's what I'm doing, guys. And that's just some business talk I wanted to talk about today. And I have to get going and get some stuff done today. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.